Yes, the key witness in the fitness to hold office, Andrew Chauke, has completed his testimony. First, we will look at this timeline of the NDPP and the DPP of KZN during the indictment period, which is 2008 to 2012. And this commission has been looking at 23 dockets that are included in this indictment. And first, we will look at the Boysen Ketomana matter and focus first on what Chauke is accused of. This is where most of the case against him sits. Core accusations is that he improperly participated in and helped drive the racketeering prosecution and its defense in court. What the panel of sisters is trying to prove is that Chauke was not just a coordinator, but effectively a driver of the prosecution decision. So now let's look at all these one by one. Number one, he is accused of improper, irrational prosecutorial decisions. Chauke himself says that his role in this matter was liaison, coordinator, signatory on behalf of others in some instances, not the final statutory decision maker. So he says he did not make any prosecutorial decisions. And the panel of the sisters asked the evidence leaders to point them to evidence. Evidence. Evidence is key. Where he actually signed off on a prosecutorial decision, and the evidence leaders had this to say.
This exercise sought to demonstrate that there is evidence that Advocate Chauke took a prosecutorial decision. Now, with this answer, it means there was no evidence, or there is no evidence in the record showing that Advocate Chauke took any prosecutorial decision. Is my understanding correct?
Yes, it is correct.
Is correct.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
After that exchange, I think they should just let Advocate Chauke walk, because all of these other accusations, they don't matter anymore. And I don't even need to narrate any detail with you guys. If there is no evidence that they can produce to say Advocate Chauke actually made prosecutorial decisions in this matter, then the center doesn't hold anymore. So we move on to the Mdluli matter. So in this Mdluli matter, the powerful crime intelligence boss who evaded the law. So what is Chauke accused of in this matter? This is less direct but still serious. The core accusation is that he was involved in or associated with improper handling of the Mdluli case, particularly around the withdrawal and litigation conduct. This panel did not spend a lot of time on the Mdluli matter. A lot of time, maybe let me say 90% of the time, was spent on the Katomana Boysen matter. That's where they spent a lot of time. On this Mdluli matter, it looks like it's a small matter that only needs verification of evidence, and then they just move on. But anyway, these are the conclusions. The panel of the sisters is trying to prove if Chauke was part of a broader, improper prosecutorial environment, not necessarily the main decision maker. The courts already heavily criticized the withdrawal and handling of the charges in the Mdluli matter. The evidence from the material that was discussed so far, Chauke's role in the Mdluli matter appears less direct and less central than it is in the Boysen matter. Because in the Boysen matter, he came up saying, yes, I was the coordinator, I was liaising, but I did not make the prosecutorial decisions. The exact documentary evidence links tying Chauke personally to the key Mdluli decision points have not been fully developed in this panel in the same matter, in the same way that the Boysen matter has been developed. So there is nothing that has come up that they can say it actually ties Chauke to decision making in the Mdluli matter. And for that reason, he's going to walk free. The NPA, the institutional misconduct case against Chauke on this Mdluli matter is very strong. But the unresolved question is whether that misconduct can be tied to Chauke personally and precisely. The evidence leaders and the NPA have not been able to prove that. So again, just let Chauke go back to office. This is going to be so interesting. But there is one thing. If Chauke is exonerated here, it means Nongobo Jiba will also be exonerated because Nongobo Jiba lost her job because of that Boysen matter. And if these sisters come up and say there was prima facie evidence and the evidence is there to proceed with the racketeering case, this is going to be explosive. I don't know. In the news, Lieutenant General Quanans is coming to testify in this commission, in this inquiry. I don't know when, but I'll keep you updated.